Hi. Okay, the next song that we're going to look at is Rock Around the Clock, which is a super famous rock and roll song. In fact, if you look at this song historically, it's one of the first ever big pop songs. It was written in 1955, or it was released in 1955, which makes it old. How old does that make it? It makes it 65 years old, this song. So yeah, it's a classic. It's a short song, and essentially it's a 12-bar blues. Okay? We're going to be playing it like the original. The key is in A, and it uses the chords of A7. Now, if you can see my position here, this is an A7 chord. It's a bit like playing an A major. I take my little finger out and I drop my third finger down onto the B string, just playing that from the A because it's an A7 chord. Should sound like that. I'm going to play that for 4 bars in what we call cut time. So I'm not counting any ands or anything like that on this. I'm just counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I'm going to use an A7, I'm going to use a D7, and how I get to that is by bringing my travelling buddies down and putting my first finger in between it on the B string. Once again, I can safely play that from the A here. That's a D7 chord, okay? And the third chord that I'm going to use in this case is going to be an E7. That's just like playing an E major, but without my third finger on. So we can see it creates a tiny little gap here on the D string, okay? Now basically it's just like a 12 bar, so I'm going to play 4 bars of A7, then I'm going to play 2 bars of D7, 4 bars of A7. Now the last 4 bars are a little bit different to the 12 bar blues that we've done in the past. I'm going to play 2 bars of E7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to A7 for 2 bars. And that's the whole thing. That's back to the beginning, okay? Now, the thing that trips people up sometimes is, well, what about the beginning and the introduction to the song? Well, it's not all that difficult, but you can hear it's got some dead stops. Boom. When he's counting the numbers, and of course we'll hear this in the song in a minute, when he's counting the numbers, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock, like that. And that's how the song kind of starts. And if you wanted to get that right, if I was counting, not counting any ands, just counting numbers, I'm going to count up to 8 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, a little hoarse there. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can hear that that's on beat 1 3 times, counting up to 8. Yeah? Then what it's going to do, I'm going to change to my E chord, my E7, and I'm going to play on the even numbers of 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're into the main 12 bar that doesn't really stop strumming all the way through, okay? So if you just check that out. Of course, with playing along to the original song like this, there's no counting. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4 to come into the start of the song. So you've got to anticipate when it's going to start. You've got to listen very carefully, try and hit that beat 1. So I'll show you that intro again, and then I'm going to explain one more thing with the song, and then I'm going to play it through for you, okay? It's a really short song. It's only 2.5 minutes long, and it should be fairly easy to get the general sort of basic playthrough of this, okay? So once again, I'm going to start on A7, and I'm going to play on beat 1 3 times through, beat 1 of 8 beats, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I go to my E7 and I'm going to play on even numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're into the song, okay? Now, there is another thing that we can do in this, and some people find this kind of tricky to get. If I'm strumming down all the way through like that, then obviously what goes down must come up. And if I wanted to put some upstrums in, I can get that kind of effect. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what happens in this song where you hear the saxophone go da 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 da? What I'm going to try and do that, I'm going to try and accent with those drums and with that saxophone. Now, how I get that effect is I play down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 up. They're the accents that I'm trying to play as my hand is constantly doing this. And I'll show you what I mean by that. It goes down, 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 down. Something like that, okay? So if you've got any questions about that part of the song, it does have some incredible solos in it. The first guitar solo is outrageous. And I couldn't play that if my life depended on it. I would love to learn how to play that solo one day, but it's very difficult. So here's Rock Around the Clock. Here's a playthrough. Obviously, if you've got any questions about any of these videos, just give me a shout or leave a comment, okay? Here's Rock Around the Clock. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solo, right? Those accents now. Okay, now in that particular version, there are a couple of slight changes in that arrangement that I've just realised. But don't worry about that too much. If you listen to any of the original Bill Haley and the Comets by Rock Around the Clock, it'll play like that 12 bar. I hope that makes sense. Any questions, let me know.